Hey everybody, Pixel here. Welcome back to another episode of Undertale. In the last episode, we made it all the way back through Snowdin, fought Papyrus, and then he offered to let us go on a date with him, and you know what? That's pretty cool. I said, what a loser. That wasn't to be mean to Papyrus. I actually knew he'd think I'm berating myself, and you know what? I was. So let's just slide along at a snail's pace. No, let's walk into Waterfall. Have the sound of running water. That's always good. Oh, look who's here. Yo, are you sneaking out to see her too? Awesome. She's the coolest, right? I want to be just like her when I grow up. Hey, don't tell my parents I'm here. All that gives my life validation is explaining the echo flower. No one can know. Never trust a flower. That's one of the constants of this world. Never trust a flower. That's one of the constants of this world. So essentially whatever somebody says, the flower will repeat. It's like a parrot flower.
What? Haven't you seen a guy with 2 jobs before? Fortunately, 2 jobs means twice as many legally required breaks. I'm going to Grillby's. Wanna come?
Yeah.
Well, if you insist, I'll pry myself away from my work. Over here. I know a shortcut. Fast shortcut, huh? Hey, everyone.
Hey, Sans. Hi, Sans. Greetings, Sans. Hi, Sansy.
Hey, Sans, what you just here for breakfast a few minutes ago?
No, I haven't had breakfast in at least half an hour. You must be thinking of brunch. Here, get comfy. Whoops, watch where you sit down. Sometimes weirdos put whoopee cushions on the seats. Anyway, let's order. What do you want?
If there's anything like Wendy's, I want a burger.
Hey, that sounds pretty good. Grillby, we'll have a double order of burg. So, what do you think of my brother? He's cool. Of course he's cool. You'd be cool too if you wore that outfit every day. He'd only take that thing off if he absolutely had to. Oh well, at least he washes it. And by that I mean he wears it in the shower. Here comes the grub. Want some ketchup? No. More for me. Anyway, cool or not, you have to agree Papyrus tries real hard. Like how he keeps trying to be a part of the Royal Guard. One day, he went to the house of the head of the Royal Guard, and begged her to let him be in it. Of course, she shut the door on him because it was midnight, but the next day, she woke up and saw him still waiting there. Seeing his dedication, she decided to give him warrior training. It's still a work in progress. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you something. Have you ever heard of a talking flower?
That's in yellow. Maybe he's talking about Flowey.
So you know all about it. The echo flower. Oh, okay. They're all over the marsh. Say something to them and they'll repeat it over and over. What about it? Well, Papyrus told me something interesting the other day. Sometimes when no one else is around, a flower appears and whispers things to him. Flattery, advice, encouragement, predictions. Weird, huh? Someone must be using an echo flower to play a trick on him. Keep an eye out, okay? Thanks. Well, that was a long break. Can't believe I let you pull me away from work for that long. Oh, by the way, I'm flat broke. Can you foot the bill? It's just 10,000 G.
That's a lot for a hamburger.
No. Just kidding. Grillby, put it on my tab. By the way, I was going to say something, but I forgot.
Okay, he says the same thing. Grobe said that your food is probably cold by now. Even though it was made by a literal fireman. But last time, Papyrus said we can go on a date with him, and here he is now. Let's take him up on that offer. So, you came back to have a date with me. You must be really serious about this. I'll have to take you someplace really special. A place I like to spend a lot of time. It's like that one episode of SpongeBob where SpongeBob's teaching Squidward about dates. My house! Speaking of SpongeBob, rest in peace, Steven Hillenberg. He was a very cool guy. He made my childhood. Whatever, let's head in. So, here's Papyrus's house. This is my brother's pet rock. He always forgets to feed it. As usual, I have to take responsibility. The rock is covered in sprinkles. You touch the couch. It made a jangling sound. You find a bunch of loose coins inside the couch. You got 20G. It's a dirty sock with a series of notes on it. Sans, please pick up your sock.
Okay.
Don't put it back down. Move it.
Okay.
You moved it 2 inches. Move it to your room.
Okay.
And don't bring it back.
Okay.
It's still here.
Didn't you just say not to bring it back to my room?
Forget it. These guys have banter. That's the trash can. Feel free to visit it any time. My brother always goes out to eat, but recently he tried baking something. It was like a quiche, but filled with a sugary non-egg substance. How absurd. Aha! Interested in my food museum? Please peruse my culinary art show. Half of the fridge is filled with containers all labeled spaghetti. The other half contains nothing but an empty bag of chips. Alright. Impressed? I increased the height of my sink. Now I can fit more bones under it. Take a look-see. What? Catch that meddling canine! Curses! Sans! Stop plaguing my life with incidental music! So, if we were to do this... We did get the beeping, so whatever. We got it right. Wow, being a good host is a real workout! Okay. Oh, it's my favorite game show! It says stay tuned for a new program, MTT. What? It's usually better than this. This is just a bad episode. Don't judge me. It's a joke book. Take a look inside? Sure. Inside the joke book was a quantum physics book. You look inside. Inside the quantum physics book was another joke book. You look inside. There's another quantum physics book. You decide to stop. A classic image. It always reminds me of what's important in life. The door is locked. Okay, that's all he's gonna say now. That's my room! If you finished looking around, we could go in and do whatever people do when they date. Sure. Hey! Those are all the attacks I used on you. Great memories, huh? Seems like it was only yesterday, even though it basically just happened. The internet! I'm quite popular there. I'm just a dozen away from a double-digit follower count. Of course, fame has a steep price. A jealous troll has besieged my online persona. Always sending me bad puns in a goofy font. The computer's internet browser is open to a social media site. There are no skeletons inside my closet except me sometimes. I'll look inside it. Clothes are hung up neatly inside. I'd like to not. It's okay to be intimidated by my fashion sense. That book's one of my favorites. Advanced Puzzle Construction for Critical Minds. That next book's another one of my favorites. Peekaboo with Fluffy Bunny. The ending always gets me. Isn't that flag neato? Undyne found it at the bay. I think it's from the human world. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why would a human flag have a cool skeleton on it? Well, I have a theory. I think humans must have descended from skeletons. Ah, yes, action figures. A great reference for theoretical battle scenarios. How do I have so many? Well, let's just say they're from a chubby, smiling man who loves to surprise people. Yeah, that's right. Santa! That's my bed. If I ever get to the surface, I'd like to drive down a long highway. Highway. Wind in my hair. Sun on my skin. Of course, that's just a dream. So instead I cruise while I snooze. Nice. So, if you've seen everything, do you want to start the date? Certainly. Okay, dating start. Here we are, on our date. I've actually never done this before, but don't worry. You can't spell prepared without several letters for my name. I snagged an official dating rulebook from the library. We're ready to have a great time. Let's see. Step 1. Press the C key on your keyboard for dating HUD. I already did that. That's what's on screen right now. But before we continue here, I would like to point out that this music is a clear reference to Ace Attorney with the Turnabout Sisters theme. I'll let you listen to this for a few seconds, then I'll let you listen to that for a few seconds. All in all, a minute will pass, and then we'll move on. So yeah, I think that's a cool reference, mostly because Ace Attorney is my favorite series of all time, but there you go. I think you already did that. Wowie, I feel so informed. I think we're ready for step 2. Step 2, ask them on a date. Ahem! Human, I, the great Papyrus, will go on a date with you. Sure. Really? Wowie! I guess that means it's time for part 3. Step 3, put on nice clothes to show you care. Wait a second. Wear clothing. That ribbon in your hair. You're wearing clothing right now. Not only that, earlier today you were also wearing clothing. No. Could it be? You've wanted to date me from the very beginning? Before we go forward, this is also a reference to Ace Attorney, specifically the suspense theme, so go ahead and take a listen. So yeah, that's just something I also think is cool because I love Ace Attorney. But yes, I have. No! You planned it all! You're way better at dating than I am. No! Your dating power! Don't think you've bested me yet! I, the great Papyrus, have never been beaten at dating and I never will. I can easily keep up with you. You see, I too can wear clothing. In fact, I always wear my special clothes underneath my regular clothes, just in case somebody happens to ask me on a date. Behold! What do you think of my secret style? Before we answer this, this is also a reference to Ace Attorney, specifically the Pursuit theme, though much more indirectly. Listen. So yeah, I don't know. I know it's a reference to Ace Attorney because Toby Fox actually said that the last game he really enjoyed playing before making Undertale, something along those lines, was Ghost Trick, which is made by Shu Takumi, who made Ace Attorney. So it just kind of follows that he would know about Ace Attorney and he would know how rad its soundtracks are. But anyway, I love it. No! A genuine compliment! However, you don't truly understand the hidden power of this outfit. Therefore, what you just said is invalid. This date won't escalate any further unless you find my secret. But that won't happen. Shu? Human souls are stronger than monster souls, but the souls of our Shus, on the other hand, are about the same. There's no secret to my legs, just hard work and perseverance. Holding my hand, so I'll tell you the answer. No! I must resist. This shirt didn't originally say cool, but I improved it. Expert tip. All clothing articles can be approved this way. Improved, not approved. I see. You like caressing my biceps with a floating heart. But who doesn't? My hat? My hat. My hat! Well then, you found my secret. I suppose I have no choice. It's a present. Just for you. Open it. Do you know what this is? No idea. That's right. You have no idea. Though this appears to be spaghetti, this ain't any plain old pasta. This is an artisan's work. Silken spaghetti, finely aged in an oaken cask, then cooked by me, Master Chef Papyrus. Human, it's time to end this. There's no way this can go any further. Eat it. You take a small bite. Your face reflexively scrunches up. The taste is indescribable. What a passionate expression! You must really love my cooking, and by extension, me. Maybe even more than I do. Ah! No! Human, it's clear now. You're madly in love with me. Everything you do, everything you say, it's all been for my sake. Human, I want you to be happy too. It's time for me to express my feelings. It's time that I told you. I, Papyrus. Boy, is it hot in here or is it just me? Oh, shoot. Human, I'm sorry. I don't like you the way you like me. Romantically, I mean. I tried very hard to. I thought that because you flirted with me, that I was supposed to go on a date with you. Then on the date, feelings would blossom forth. I would be able to match your passion for me. But alas, I, the great Papyrus, have failed. I feel just the same as before. And instead, by dating you, I have only drawn you deeper into your intense love for me. A dark prison of passion with no escape. How could I have done this to my dear friend? No! Wait! That's wrong! I can't fail at anything! Human! I'll help you through these trying times. I'll keep being your cool friend, and act like this all never happened. After all, you are very great. It would be tragic to lose your friendship. So please, don't cry because I won't kiss you. Because I don't even have lips. And hey, someday you'll find someone as great as me. Well, no, that's not true. But I'll help you settle for second best. Oh, and if you ever need to reach me, here's my phone number. You can call me anytime. Platonically. Well, gotta go. That was awesome. Now my throat hurts, but you know what? It was practically an Ace Attorney trial, especially with that breakdown at the end. But with that, I think that's enough for today. So next time on Undertale, we are going to be heading into Waterfall for real this time, instead of just going to the checkpoint, talking to Sans, going back to Snowdin, having a date with Sans, having a date with Papyrus. See you guys then.